this game.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is your boy Matthew here, and today we're celebrating Christmas Eve by doing the Stutton and Holbrook RHS fun run. This is a 6-kilometer run held around the grounds of the Royal Hospital School in Holbrook. All money from today's event goes to the Suffolk Mine charity, and it's quite a notorious event in the area and one which I've never done before and I've wanted to do for a very long time. So therefore I am very happy to be on the start line for the run today. Another reason why I'm happy to be on the start line is because last night I had a party, and well, let's just say I had one too many drinks. I had about 4 hours sleep and I woke up this morning with a very bad hangover. I had an extremely bad headache and I wanted to do nothing more but just to lay in my bed. However, after 2 tablets of paracetamol, I somehow managed to drag myself out of bed and onto the start line. So therefore we've gone off this morning with a full send. At the moment I'm not feeling too bad, I'm not feeling the best, but I'm just hoping we can hold things together. A bit of warning which I feel I do have the duty to give out is that you should be very careful running the next day if you have a hangover. It can potentially be very hazardous, so please be careful. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get back to the RHS fun run. So this morning's course is 2 laps long, which goes around the grounds of the Royal Hospital School, and in total it is 6 kilometers long. So therefore I'm going to try and aim to complete this run at roughly around my 5k pace. This morning the shoe choice which I've gone with is the Nike Vaporfly 2. Now this is one of the older versions of the shoe which I have, and I chose one of the older versions because this is a fun run, it's not a race and I'm not in it for PB. But at the same time, whilst I want to enjoy myself, I also want to put a jolly good shift in this morning. So currently I'm sitting in approximately 6th position, and the boys in front of me, they do seem to be going pretty faster than me, so I feel like I will not stick on to these guys. And I do not want to go out too fast and risk burning out, hitting that wall with the hangover as well. I feel like that would not leave me in a very good position. And currently behind me I can feel there's quite a few runners behind me, so hopefully we can get a good pack going with them. This morning the weather, it does look pretty decent because there's no rain, and as you can see the sun is shining out, which is quite nice. The temperature is definitely on the colder side, but I feel that when it is colder, that is where runners thrive, and that is where many run their PBs. But the main aspect of the weather which I am about to notice when I turn this corner is the wind. This is not an exaggeration, and anybody who ran today would back me up, because this generally might be the windiest conditions I have ever participated in. The wind feels most prominent on this downhill section, and it feels like the gusts come straight from the Siberian forest. And I will tell you now, out of all of the weather factors, I think wind can have the biggest impact on someone's performance. Today's video was captured on my brand new Insta360 Go Ultra, and this pretty much allows me to present to you a POV of what I can see whilst I am running. I've only just started to use the camera recently, and I'm really happy with how stable the footage looks and also the quality which it presents. I will definitely be using the Insta360 more often in the future, but if you have any ideas which I can use with the Insta360, please feel free to comment them down below. Now I just buzzed in for a first kilometer of 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Now that definitely was on the faster side, and I doubt the next kilometer will be as fast. Okay, so we are buzzing in for our second kilometer of a time of 3 minutes and 37 seconds, and as expected that is slightly slower than the first kilometer. At this point I really was starting regretting having those drinks last night, and I could feel the pace was dropping even further. My goal now was pretty simple, and that was to keep the average pace below 3 minutes and 40 seconds per kilometer, and if I could do that then I would walk away a very happy boy. But the pace could also be dropping because this probably could be the toughest section of the course. The terrain was no longer of the smooth tarmac, and now we were on a trail path. And whilst this exact part of the course was flat, let's just say that won't stay the same for much longer. As I approach this bend, I will take a sharp left where I will be presented with this hill which we have to climb. However, having saying this, I've done a lot of training specifically for the hill, so hopefully I can put the practice into motion and surge up the hill. This was the only section of the course which had a hill for us to climb up, and another unique feature of this part of the course was that there also was a bit of mud. Whilst the vast majority of the course was on tarmac, this part of the course did have a bit of mud, and well, let's just say vaporflies don't work the best in the muddy areas. My heart skipped a beat when I saw that mud, but a little sidestep and we navigated our way around that mud. As we approach the 3rd kilometre, this will be the official halfway point as we go on to our 2nd lap. The 2nd lap follows the exact same route as the 1st lap, and I'm happy to say I am back onto the tarmac. And boy oh boy am I happy to be back on the tarmac, because just look at how much time we lost in that 3rd kilometre in the trail section. Of course, seeing the pace drop by that much can negatively affect me and have a mental effect on my run, but I want to try and take every kilometre as they come individually. And thinking through that perspective, I'm now thinking to myself, we're back on the flat concrete and let's try and get a bit of rhythm going with the vaporflies. My head no longer feels like lead, and I am feeling another gear somehow which I can operate with. Of course, this is only a fun run and not a competitive race, but currently I sit in 8th position and maybe I can try and hunt down the person in front of me. There is quite a big gap, but I am starting to feel really good now. I feel like I've suddenly inherited a lot of energy, and I feel like I'm developing a great rhythm. As we're just over halfway through the run now, I'd like to talk about the charity which all money raised from today's event goes to Suffolk Mind. Suffolk Mind is an independent charity which supports mental health for all ages across the county of Suffolk. Suffolk Mind is an amazing charity who provides services for those who may need it, including services such as counselling. They also provide information and educate us on the importance of mental health and recognising when others may need help. In the year of 2025, it is important that we recognise our mental health and take care of ourselves. If you want to find out more information about Suffolk Mind or to make a donation, then search up Suffolk Mind in the search engine and then go to their website. We're about to buzz for the 4th kilometre and we're now back into the windy straight. Just listen to that wind. Now that is not ideal to be running into. Nevertheless, that last kilometre was a much needed improvement, with a 20-second improvement from the previous kilometre to 3 minutes and 36 seconds. And at this point in time, I still feel really good. The pace is where I want it to be, and I feel I've got myself into a really nice rhythm. With only a junior park run left to run, I can now smell that finish line. It's now about continuing to pump those arms and to control my breathing and to make sure I maintain a good form. It's about making sure I continue looking in front of me, getting one foot in front of the other, and making sure I don't lean too far backwards or slouch too far forwards. Because I can tell you now, when the form starts to go, that is when the pace starts to drop. But right now I have myself in a good rhythm and I have myself in a very good pace, which I'm very happy with. Now, as this is my last official time recording a hard effort run of my Insta360, I'd like to quickly summarise the year and look to the future. 2025 has honestly been the best year I've ever had in running. I've made a lot of progress and taken a lot of time off my PBs. I've taken over a minute off my 5k PB, and I've also taken over 4 minutes off my 10k 10k PB. I've also ran my first half marathon at the Ipswich half marathon with a time of 1 hour and 17 minutes 59 seconds, which I'm still over the moon with to this day. But it's not all about the PBs, it's also about the experiences and the journey which I've been on. In 2025 I've had some very memorable days, and I think top of that list might be Bushy Park back in June. That was honestly an incredible day, and if you want to experience the moment for yourself, I made a parkrun vlog which you can check out after you finish watching this video. But yes, 2025, what a year it has been. As we approach the hill once again, we buzz for our 5th kilometre with a time of 3 minutes and 31 seconds. I will now be quiet and stop with the commentary, and I will lock in for the upcoming hill. If you enjoyed this video and you want to give me a Christmas present, then please do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And with that being said, enjoy the final kilometre.
Guys. First lap first, keep to the right.
Keep going all the way to the end. It is a race and he's catching you.
And boom, there we go, in a time of 22 minutes and 26 seconds. You know what, taking in the fact that I am hungover and it was extremely windy today, I am over the moon with that time. I couldn't have asked for anything more from today's run, and I'm happy to say I'm ending 2025 on a high.